Alright. So, I, well, these clips are actually a little bit old, so it might be, kind of a little semi-confusing when it comes to, remembering kind of like the stuff I've been doing, though, but believe really for this, I was just training range, but I was also trying to get some bones, so I get some more prayer, but then, this person happened to be here, so I wasn't able to get bones very well, and because of that, I think I ended up actually leaving and doing something else or trying to go somewhere else and do it. Um, yeah, here is that's where I ended up teleporting, and I guess I went to thieving. Okay. Yeah, I mean thieving's been going pretty good. Not gonna lie, thieving's definitely been a pretty easy thing. The one thing I don't like though is definitely the fact of when you go to click, if you spam click, it doesn't allow you to thieve from it. You actually have to, like for the Master Farmer for instance, if you were to spam click the shit out of the Master Farmer, you wouldn't steal a single time at all, which I thought was kind of depressing. Because that's one of the things that I always had liked about the Master Farm is you could sit there and just spam click shit out of it, and you wouldn't really have to pay too much attention really. But because they're making it so tedious of clicking and click and then click, like I'd rather just be sitting there just like clicking away. um, but yeah, that was only my only complaint so far that I think I really had with the whole server in general. At this moment. Let's see. I'm trying to really think some of the other things I've honestly been doing because truly, okay, apparently I want to go do some mining. Like I said, these clips they're a few days old, I think. Yeah, a few days. Um, like I have my first video, which honestly I don't even I don't even remember when the hell I made that one. But I guess I must have came back here to get some more bones. That's probably what I did. Oh yeah, because I went and bought rune knives, so I was like, oh, this would be like hella fast. But then I think it started actually being a little too fast. I think. Because I think I ended up killing too fast. Either that or I ended up just leaving again. I don't even remember. I was recording obviously here because I was like spamming of range levels because of those damn knives. Like, holy shit. Those rune knives are just ridiculous. Also, then again, I mean, the experience that you get in general with combat is just completely ridiculous. But I still find it weird though that when you hit 99, I'm going to guess your combat stats go down to 10 times what normal RS rates are, or something like that. I don't really know. Because whenever I was, or no, it was, I alked something. Normally you get 65 experience when you alk something, and having 99 magic, I am now receiving, getting 650 experience. So that makes me believe that it's 10 times more than what it originally would be. Now, for actual melee combat, that I'm still not really sure of because I have it on shared and everything, and when I hit like, uh, well, when I hit some pretty okay damage, I was still only getting like I don't remember what the hell it was, like maybe 1,000 or so experience. It just seems so low, like really low. But then again, it might be also because of the fact that I was so used to constantly seeing, like 30k, 40k, and like 50k XP drops whenever training combat and shit. So now kind of seeing like these, like 1,000, 2,000 experience drops, it's like, what? Like you can see here, say 15,000, 24,000. See some crazy XP drops. Then you hit 99, it's like those XP drops go from you seeing thousands to you seeing hundreds. Like, it was honestly making no damn sense. Because I definitely figured that out whenever hitting the 99 melee combats. When hitting all those, I realized it. I was like, why am I getting like? Because I thought maybe like it wasn't like counting the XP, but it was still giving it to me. No, I looked at my XP and I was seriously still only gaining the XP so that I was gaining. And I was like, you gotta be shitting me. So these people that have 200 mil and really any skill for that matter, it took them some time to do that. Hitting 99, easy, no problem. Get 200 mil in a skill, good luck. Like, that's pretty much what they do. I mean, of course, it's still way faster than it is on RuneScape. Of course. Of course it is. Um, but I mean, for something like Magic, Magic's definitely a very easy one because you can just AFK in Nightmare Zone and you really don't have to worry about it too much. If you have, a spare like 20, 30 mil or something, you could buy a shit ton of runes and go AFK in Nightmare Zone. So, I mean, there is that. So you can easily hit 200 mil magic. That one's not too bad. You could semi do the same thing with Nightmare Zone and do it with melee. It would still take a while, but I feel like probably just better to do Slayer. If you wanted to kind of like do it the AFK way, that's probably the best way of doing it. It wouldn't be like fully AFKable, more so as doing Nightmare Zone with using Blood Barrage, but nonetheless, it's still very AFKable. Doing it with like using Soul Split and using combat, and as well. You do the same thing with range and use Chinchampas. Now, I haven't looked to see. I'm going to guess that Chinchampas is probably something that you actually are buying from players and not something that's infinite, because if it was infinite, that would kind of be a little redundant. Not going to lie. So, because of the fact that I'm sure they're like stupidly expensive, I would figure, unless they are something that is unlimited, which would kind of surprise me, but I guess. I mean, I don't know. Since every other combat stat is pretty simple to train, it kind of would feel a little shitty for the fact of range not being so easy. But I mean, I'm gonna guess it probably is though that you do have to buy, like you actually are buying them from actual players. The reason why I guess that is because of the fact that I am pretty sure, I think like range, yeah, I want to say range, maybe it's not, maybe there wasn't, but I'm pretty sure I looked and there was actually, there isn't 30 people yet that have 200 mil ranging experience. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that. So, I mean, because of that being said, kind of, kind of actually makes it, alright. But anyway, I think here is where I actually end up getting, yeah, this is where I get my, new crystal bow. Of course, I ended up, like, looking at the price just to see, and I was like, eh. Like, I was gonna sell it, but then I was like, you know what, no, like, I was like, I don't even really care. So I just went and threw it in the bank. And of course, like I said, I haven't used it at all, so I don't really know. Don't really know if it's good at all to use on here. I haven't used it. I can see it being a pretty decent like AFK weapon though. Like go somewhere that you could easily AFK at. Just use that, and you wouldn't really have to care too much. I don't know. Oh yeah, something I actually do want to try out that I still have yet to do. Of course, I've done quite a few clue scrolls, um, And because of doing so many clue scrolls, I've gone to the wilderness a decent amount of times. I don't see too many people, like that many people in the wilderness. Doesn't really seem like a whole lot of people are in the wilderness at all times. Um, but there is a spot to actually fish. I think you can fish sharks there. Pretty sure. There is a place to fish sharks there though. So what I was actually thinking of doing was I was definitely thinking of honestly just going over there and catching shark because there's a bank that is very close by. So because you also do get wilderness points. Well, I think it's like every shark you catch, I'm pretty sure you get. Uh, Pretty sure you actually get them. So, I mean, if you get wilderness points that fast, like I kind of wonder if it goes by each fish you catch or every experience drop that you get. Because if it's every fish, yeah, like if it would be every fish, I would definitely just go and fish swordfish and tuna, and would just gain a stupid amount of wilderness points if it was to go by every fish. Um, I also need to kind of grind out some more agility. Um, I don't know if actually I trained agility at all for this video. I don't even remember. But I do know that I've gotten it to level 70, and I got to level 70, and it wasn't as bad as I guess I thought it was going to be. I mean, again, like I'm the type of person I've never hated agility. Agility is just kind of one of those dreaded kind of things. I mean, you always kind of say like, oh, well, let me go train agility for 8 hours, and it does like absolutely, completely nothing for me. It's one of those kind of things. And you saw that the three magic seeds, I believe, is what I had gotten there. Or no, it was U seeds. Is that what it was? Okay, I guess it was U seeds. Um, that loot I just got there, yeah, sadly, that was actually my first and only a loot scroll that I've done so far, and that was just some awful loot. Like, I mean, hey, I'm not gonna bitch about 3 mil, but I mean, like, damn, like that was some pretty shitty loot. So, I mean, hell, like I get like 500k to a mil doing hard clue scrolls, like. Like that one right there. That clue scroll right there is probably a mil. I'm pretty sure that clue scroll was a mil. Cause actually I look it up. Cause I don't remember how much that shield was. Oh, okay, only 200k. So I mean that was probably 360. That's probably like maybe 500k. Yeah, I think all that loot's like 500k. Cause I think the rune play legs are only 250. Oh yeah, no one was selling them. That's right. Oh yeah, and I had the page too. Oh, okay, so yeah, there you go, 500 mil. Still a 500 mil clue. Or 500 mil. A, a 1 mil clue. That's what I'm saying, like, that elite clue scroll was just terrible. And then like, I keep doing crystal keys. A few people that have said that I've opened up roughly around 25 to like 25 to like 40 keys is probably what I've used. And a lot of people say like, oh, that's dumb, it's stupid, there's no point, and, you're never gonna make money, blah blah. But you know what? It's always nice to kind of like do this stuff. I mean, when I was starting out, like having no money, I had barely any money. Yeah, I was just selling the loop half and the teeth. Making some okay money from it. I had sold, I think a few pieces of keys. I probably got like 600k or so, probably from key pieces. And after that, I was kind of like, oh, well, I wonder what you can actually get from the keys. Because I didn't know. So that's why I started actually saving my keys, and then money that I was getting from Slayer, I was spending on the keys. And so I had gotten 10 keys at first. And yeah, of course, I lost money. And I know I lost money. Well, actually, the first time I did it, actually, I think I had gained money compared to selling the keys. Um, I mean, people always sell in the Grand Exchange. They'll sell their key pieces for 100K, or they'll sell the full key for like 175K, or even up to 250K. Just really kind of all depends. Some people will even sell them for full key for 150K. I feel like that's a fair price. That's what I was buying them for. I was buying the full key for 150K and each piece of key for 70K. But the key pieces, most people just try to sell them for 100K because they're trying to get as much as they can basically out of them. But I mean, this is where I'm like, I keep looking at pages, just kind of trying to see, like, because I was going to actually start selling all this stuff. I was going to sell all these pages, sell all this stuff, just get rid of all of it, just have all this stuff as money. But, I kind of really started thinking, like, what's really the point? Like, what really is the point of always selling all these, items, um, that, yeah, I'll probably never use, but what's really the point of selling them when, I'm doing these clue scrolls every now and again? Not a whole lot of money, but it would be nice to see, because I've only sold, I think, 2 items for my clue scrolls. So pretty much every item I have. And only one item I've bought, which I believe, if you remember seeing the rune plate leg G, I actually bought rune plate body G just because I wanted to wear that for the time being. Whenever I got in the plate legs, I was like, yeah, why not? And like, some of these skills, I'm not gonna lie, some of these skills I can definitely see taking a good bit of time, but you know, it's one of those things. RuneScape has never been something that was really meant to be an easy game. It's never really was, and of course, RuneScape 3, that's pretty much all it is. A damn 5-year-old could have a maxed out account. Um, it comes down to where it's like, if you were to put RuneScape 3 in front of I'm gonna say I'm gonna say a teenager, someone that's I'd say like, I don't know, like 14, 16 years old. If they know what RuneScape is, you show them RuneScape 3, they more than likely probably know what it is, and they probably, as long as they've played the game before, they could easily play the game right then and there, and make some money. Not that hard. You show someone that is the same age, if they know what RuneScape is, and they've played for quite a while, but of course probably have only played RuneScape 3, show them RuneScape Classic and tell them to play the game. For one, they probably won't even know what the hell the game is that is in front of them. For two, they would get lost in about 3 seconds. So, I mean, it's one of those things that I've always like looked back at and just kind of laughed on, because this game has changed in so many ways. And I thought I'd be happy. I think I'd actually explained this at one point in my videos. I thought I would have been happy whenever old school RuneScape came out, and I was very wrong, very wrong. Um, yeah, I mean, it definitely, there was, yeah. I mean, there's nothing more to say on that. Like, I was very wrong. I was expecting old school to come out, and I would just, flew through it, enjoyed the shit out of it, got all the nostalgia, all those feels and shit, get all that, and would have had some fun. But instead, it just discouraged me more to play the game. For one, I did play on release. The day of release, I was on there. Uh, was part of the first few thousand people that went off and did Waterfall Quest level 3. I was one of those people. So I mean, I had a pretty good starting off account. I think within first day, I was already wielding a rune scimitar and already had a rune hatchet. Yeah, I went pretty damn hard when it first came out, which could have been a reason why I got so bored of the game. Because me, I'm not someone that likes quests. I honestly hate quests. And literally the first day of playing, I did like 27 quests or something like that. I think it was, it may have been like 25 quests. I know I did a shit ton of quests day one, which was pretty damn surprising because I honestly completely despise of questing. So it was actually kind of interesting that I went and actually did that. And honestly, because of it, like, this might sound weird, but one of the reasons why RuneScape has always been one of those kind of like semi-appealing games is because you can just do what you want. And that's one of the things I've always liked about games that have that kind of feel of, you can do whatever the hell you want, and, there's no wrong things you can do in the game. As long as you're doing it, you're doing what you want to do, and that's perfectly fine. So, it's kind of like one of those things where, I mean, I've never, I mean, well, I guess I have. I was gonna say, truly, I've never gotten like, I'm like amazingly bored of the game, but really at the same time, there has been times where I've gotten like superly annoyed at the game, but I can't really get bored of this game. It's just one of those things. It's pretty hard for me to get bored from playing the game. What it is that can make it boring is when there's certain things that are kind of, put in front of you, I guess you could say. It's kind of one of these things of where, like, it again, this will sound really dumb, but one of the reasons, one of the reasons why I didn't quest much is because when questing, it made some things a little easy, like really easy. The game was already easy as it was. The game was really, really easy already as it was. And because of it being already so easy, because of it being so easy, um, not doing quests made it just that little bit harder. Where, like, you could go do, like the miscellaneous shit. I did that on my original character that I gotten that is now unfortunately banned. Um, because of uh, like me barely doing quests. I mean, I was like level 100 and like 10 or something when I did the miscellaneous quests. Um, never did the whatever the second part was. I never did the second part, but I did the miscellaneous stuff so I could actually throw money in there and get random shit and whatnot after like a month of keeping shit in the kingdom. Like that was an okay thing. That was definitely a huge play in like when I was first kind of like getting more into the game. Like once they like 100 combat, I was actually somewhat getting into the game. Another funny note is that myself, I was level 114 when I first completed Dragon Slayer. Now, I know there's actually someone that's done it even worse off than that. There was someone that was actually, he had, I thought was hilarious when I saw the clip. But he was going to do Dragon Slayer when he hits the dragon, the first hit whenever he hits it, he hits and gets 99 strength. Um, which I would have to probably guess that guy's probably beat me on it, but I mean, I went to level 114 before completing the quest. Um, questing's never really been something that I like, so that could be something of why I got burnt out on old school and kind of made me a little bored. Was because questing can make the game a lot easier, like tremendously easier. I mean, like I remember when I was first playing this game, I didn't really do quests literally at all. My main character that I had like almost 500 actual full real life days played on that account had pretty damn close to getting semi close to 2 years of actual game time. Um, because of having such a long time, you would think I've probably completed all the quests. Nope. I had 36 quest points. I hadn't complete. Actually, I had more than that. Actually, whenever I got back into the game, the last time before my account got banned, I did all kinds of quests. That actually is true. I believe I actually had 60. I think I had actually 69 quest points. Funny enough. I'm pretty sure that's what I ended at. I was going to do the day that I got banned. I was going to actually do Dream Mentor, but I got banned sadly. So there was no more of that. But yeah, I mean, like for a long time though, I was level 120 something. I think it was no, I was level 119. That's right. I was level 119. I had for the longest time I only had um I only had I think it was 31 quest points. It was like 30 something quest points. I had such little quest points. Um but my I had 99 magic, 99 strength, um 99 magic, thieving, fletching, cooking. I don't remember if I said crafting or not, but I almost actually had smithing. I had 97. Yeah, I had 97 smithing, 94 fishing. Uh, I don't remember anything else I had that was really high. I think I had like 80, like almost 90 mining. I think something. I don't even remember. My skills were pretty up there, and I barely did quests. And so some people would like people would see my account and figure I've done quests. Like I'd always have people come to me like, "Oh, like was this quest hard?" And I'm like, "I haven't done it." And they're like, "Wait, what?" Like most people would kind of be like, "No, you've totally done it." Like, "No, I sadly haven't done it." Okay, apparently I'm not sure what I was doing in this clip. Apparently I just recorded me sitting here at the bank. um, oh yeah, this was, the audio had messed up on this. That's right, okay. The audio messed up on this clip. I was, um, I was making a ending part to this video, but then the audio messed up. So instead of recording the whole thing over, kind of feel like I'll just kind of like go over some of the stuff that I talked about. And some of the stuff I talked about even well because of me trying to record the ending before I made the beginning, so I wouldn't talk about stuff that I was want to talk at the ends and between the video. Yeah, you kind of can understand, but instead I went ahead and just sped up the clip and just removed the audio. Obviously, just talk over it. Um, but really, all I was really talking about is a lot of the stuff that I was already talking about from the beginning here. But um, I mean, the only things that I really talked about, I guess, would have been the fact of I talked a little bit about like my bank so far, um, and talking about how the urns, the specifically the mining urn. Like I don't know, man. Maybe that is how it is in actual RuneScape of how long it takes to fill that damn thing. But oh my god, like I fill up my inventory with mithril ore, keep 4 spaces there. Um, I have runes. I have the nature runes. Have the staff on and everything, and I go and superheat um, the bars while I'm there. I did 3 inventories, and it was practically full. It was at 99%, but still, like I was like, damn, like that shit was just taking so long to fill up. And I was like, good lord. I think they do give quite a lot of experience, or at least I know. Like, well, with the being a mining one, I'm pretty sure it's the same as the fishing one, but I'm sure the experience is probably different for each skill. Cause I like the The fishing one I've seen someone use, they might even have been on double XP, I don't know, but they got 22,000 or 25,000 experience from the urn, so it may depend on your level too. I'm gonna guess probably not, but maybe. I think it actually does in RuneScape, but again, I could be wrong. Maybe it doesn't. Um, but yeah, talking about some of the stuff in my bank here, like the Hex Crest you see there. I don't really think it was worth a whole lot, so I'm just like keeping it in my bank. The U logs I have there, that was just really someone was selling them for like really cheap, like a little over 2,000, so I just bought them all. Rubies I have actually been using to make ruby enchanted bolts, which have actually been making me some pretty decent money. I have gotten up to 95 fishing, so I have 2,000 raw shark from that. The shark gloves, definitely have to say, those are honestly amazing. They're so good. Give you an extra 1,000 experience from fishing shark. I mean, it's honestly just beautiful. Um, now, and then I think, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about at this point, but um, I was probably talking about some of the stuff. Oh yeah, okay. I was talking about summoning. That's right. Um, so yeah, the summoning that I've done really was just pretty much just using iron ore from the iron that I've gotten from Crystal Keys. From all the iron I've gotten, I've was using that. Used up all my gold charms. Got to 40 summoning. Not too bad. What I was talking about here though is the fact that I'm not sure if it works, but if it does work, it'd be pretty cool. The giant int in the actual RuneScape, I'm pretty sure it's the giant int. If you use, I want to say it's actually supposed to be pure essence, but if you use essence on them, it's supposed to give you runes. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be pure essence, but I also have a feeling it doesn't even work. And right here, this is one of the things I was talking about. This was the tab of clue scrolls, and you can see that the two gold trimmed rune pieces, the legs is what I've actually received, and this was me actually trying to kind of calculate the tab of like roughly what I kind of thought that the tab was roughly worth. And I originally I had said that it would be close to around 10 mil. I'm kind of wanting to say actually 8 mil because I had kind of looked at some things wrong. Um, and then right here, the herbs, still saying 3 mil on the. Actually, I'll say 2 mil on the herbs and 8 mil on that. So I'm going to say 10 mil with those two. The seeds, I'm still going to go with what I said originally, which was 5 mil, which puts me at 15 mil with just these three tabs. I mean, not too bad. I still would kind of prefer to have a little bit more supplies for stuff and not just having a good chunk of money. I do actually have a lot of shit though, honestly, because I'm roughly valuing this whole tab. I'm roughly estimating it at 30. It may not be 30, but I'm just doing a rough estimate of 30. I kind of like going through, just being like, okay, that's a mill, that's a mill, that's a mill, that's a mill. And I could be overpricing things like dramatically. It's obviously I'm not trying to overprice things dramatically, but with what I can see of what I roughly can estimate from, I'm going to say that I have 15 mil in my other three tabs, which would put me at 42 mil. I'm going to say I have 30 mil more in the original tab, which would put me at what would that put me at? It put me at 72 mil. And I have roughly 40 mil in the Grand Exchange that I don't show because I didn't want to show items that I've been flipping and doing other things to make money with. So, I mean, I'm looking at, roughly 100 and 110, 115 mil. That's roughly what I'm looking at right now. Not too bad. Uh, would be nice to have, like I said, have more supplies. There needs to be more things I need to look into of like possibly leveling some things, putting some money down into some stuff. I've been doing it a little bit, but not as much as like I would actually in the game itself. I mean, for some reason, when it comes to a private server, I play the game in such a different way, and I don't really know why. I guess because like training things don't take a damn year to train one level and shit. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this one. This one does seem like it ran quite long, even though it shouldn't have. But I think my program I'm using to make the video go faster is not working properly for some reason. But this video should only have been about 20 minutes long, or no, it actually should have been 16 minutes long, and it's a little over double that. So yeah, like I said, I want to try to have these videos be short, but because of my video thing kind of messing up here, it seems to be it doesn't like actually speeding up times 3. It only wants to speed it up times 2 when I record it. Don't really know why. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this one. If you want to see me do something, if you have any questions, blah blah, whatever it may be, you can leave a comment, or you can message me in game. Pretty much on there, all points of the day for the most part. Once I start scrolling, it'll be a little bit different, but yeah, for now, I'll pretty much be on, off and on for the most part all day. Yeah, would be nice to kind of have some people to talk to in game. There's only been one person I've talked to at all, and all I've done is just given him stuff. But yeah, I'll see you next one though. Peace.